What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's video. What I wanted to tell you just real quick was I did hit level 90. So I'm level 90 at about 2 a.m. last night. I dinged. I ran about a heroic or 2 heroics, and then I passed out. It was a long leveling experience for my druid, especially because I had to go boomkin the whole time, which actually really wasn't bad. I learned it a lot better than I thought I was going to as I was leveling up. The level 90 spells are really cool, but I wanted to at least let you guys know that I did hit level 90. That was my main priority before I release this video. So this next coming week, what I'm going to be doing is definitely working on the dungeons, trying to get those out to you as quickly as I can for heroics. And like I said, everything that I've learned about challenge modes so far is that what I will probably do for those is I will probably just be releasing videos when I get the gold medals of them. The problem right now is the team that I want for my challenge mode team, we're just waiting on a couple of the guys to finish up. We may go in and try some of them, but from everything that I've heard is the gear doesn't scale up, it only scales down. So you better have good gear before you start doing challenge modes or you're going to get rocked. But the heroics, you do need a 440 item level, so everything that you get, whether you're going to use it or not, guys, keep it in your bags. Let's say you have something for your other set or anything else, just keep it in your bags. Because when you hit level 90, you literally can immediately get into heroics if you have a 440 item level. So what I had to do was I had to actually go buy a PvP chest just to put it in my bags. But that was the only piece I needed. I had every other piece that I needed good enough. I got up this morning and spent quite a bit of gold to make my my alchemy thing. But I've got all my professions maxed too. I've got my herbalism and my alchemy max. They buffed the heck out of lifeblood, which is really cool. Up to 2900, I believe, was something around there. Maybe that was just at level 87 when I maxed it. I'll double check that for you guys. But that's going to be a really cool spell to use. And then alchemy, I had a noob moment, guys. I had a noob moment. I was sitting there just angry because I had all these like herbs just sitting in my bags, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to sell them because I can't figure out how to train, how to do any of this stuff. Well, I talked to one of my real life buddies, our other healer in our raid group, and he was like, no, you idiot, you have to go and like you create this till it procs more things, and then you can make those, and then they proc more things. I love the way that it worked. It was so awesome because it wasn't just, okay, visit your trainer, learn this, okay, you're good. It was, okay, craft these and you have a chance to learn something cooler, and then when you craft that, you have a chance to learn something cooler. And so now I've got a lot of the stuff unlocked. I've got my transmute for my living steel. That is a boatload of gold right now to sell. I think last night I spent 300 gold a bar. You need 6 trillion bars, right? Well, and they were 300 gold a piece, and they were still selling for 5K a piece on Kel'Thuzad. So you know what I mean, I made those, definitely. And I've made 5K just off those in 2 days, because I think the day before they were actually pretty expensive, like the very first day. But yeah, guys, I am going to make a leveling video for you, kind of some of the cooler stuff that we saw while leveling. I will get that out to you as well. Just some quick things on leveling. Did anyone else think that whoever invented the Rafflecopter quest at the beginning should be shot in the face? Like, whoever decided that, hey, instead of, like, oh my god, that was the worst, and then it followed up immediately by the wagon quest. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, you didn't play, like, here's what happened, guys, side note real quick with the live stream, is I'm very sorry. What had happened was, and I literally was screaming at people on the phone, about 2:35 my internet went down, and I'm not kidding you. It wasn't because I didn't want to live stream. I was pumped, I had everything set up, ready to go, and I'm like, well, why is my XSplit not working? And I looked down and it's like, no internet connection. And I'm like, well, that's weird. So I reset my modem, I did everything that I knew how to do, right? And nothing worked. I literally called Charter and they were like, yeah, we're doing maintenance tonight. It'll be on and off until about 7 a.m. Let the rage ensue. No, I was so angry though. You know, I was like, and the problem is Charter's really, really good 99.9% of the time. They really are. They never go down. That's why I use them. I never have internet issues. I can get pretty decently cheap internet, really fast internet, and they never go down. They don't. Except for the one night that Mr. Pandaria releases and you have a YouTube channel and you're trying to live stream and hang out with people, and that's the night they decide to go down. Thanks, Charter. Thank you. But I just wanted to, you know, send them a quick fisting, just because I needed to do it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. That those quests, when I finally did get on, those quests were ridiculous. Like, we literally, there was about 5 or 6 of us who spent 2 hours just doing trying to get off the boat or the ship onto the island, doing that quest chain, just trying to get off. Like, it probably took us 2 or 3 hours to do because of all the lag. Because here's the problem, is when you have phase zones and you only have one quest and you have the highest populated Alliance server in the US on Kel'Thuzad, holy shit. If you weren't DCing and crashing, you would literally, like, if you could actually click the copter to get on it, you would sit there with nothing to do on your action bars. You weren't flying. You were just spinning around in a circle for 15, 25 minutes till the lag kicked in, and then you went. And so then you're shooting at God knows what you don't know because it's so laggy, and you're not getting credit for anything. You do like 7 laps, and then finally the quest goes, oh yeah, you're good. And then it lands you. So then you're like, oh, thank God, you know, I'm off this bottleneck. It's phased out. Now we can start questing. Now we can move on. What happens next? You have a quest with the wagons, where these wagons spawn like not as fast as they should be, and you have to be the first one to hit them. And so we were grouped. I mean, we had 5 people. I mean, we were full group, right? We had full group. There's 3 of us that grouped all the way to level 90, but at the beginning we had all 5 of us in a group. It took us, I think, we tried the quest for like an hour straight, right? I mean, we were spamming. Like, my hand hurt. I was spamming so hard to get that flare off a millisecond before anyone else. We finally tried it for an hour, gave up, did the dungeons so that we could do the dungeon quests, came back hoping that it would be better, spent another hour and a half to 2 hours doing that quest. I mean, it was, and after that, it really was okay. As soon as you kind of got out of that area, it got a little bit better. And we literally just kept going and going because we were like, guys, it's going to be like this for a while. If we can just get out and get a little bit of a head start on everybody, we can, you know, we'll sleep for 4 or 5 hours. I think, what was it, 4 hours I think we slept. That was our time frame off. You know, the first night we were like, okay, we'll sleep from, you know, 10 a.m. till 1:30, and we need everybody back on at 1:30. Okay. So the 3 of us got back on. And we were still a little bit ahead of the group, and we literally power leveled for about 16 straight hours. Then took about a 6-hour break to sleep, to do whatever we needed to do. And then woke back up and finished off to level 90 last night. So, I mean, we spent a lot of time playing. I mean, my chair, I feel bad for my chair because it has just been like, dude, get off me. But yeah, so I wanted to tell you guys about that. Just the beginning leveling experience. Like, I hate to quote Preach Gaming, but Brad from accounting made that stupid damn quest. Like, there's no one else who could have done it. Like, some moron at Blizzard who, I swear, it was probably like one of those contests where they do, you know, you can come design a quest for Blizzard for Miss Pandaria. That was that quest. That was that asshole. I mean, oh my gosh. Like, really? But anyway, it's over. It's done. We did have a lot of fun leveling, and I'm really upset that you guys didn't get the live stream. And I'm upset that I didn't get the live stream either because there was a lot of footage and a lot of funny conversations and everything else that went on that was just gold. You know what I mean? Just good stuff for videos, and I have none of it. The problem was while my internet was coming on and off, like for the next, and then the next day it was still kind of buggy. So I didn't want to live stream because it was throwing my latency so high between that and the high population on the servers. I couldn't do it. The nice thing is we were looking at the level 90s on KT, and we were all in the top like I think 500 level 90s or 600 level 90s, somewhere in there. Last time I looked, there wasn't that many of them yet. There was, you know, a couple hundred, obviously, but we did pretty well. And that was kind of nice to see. So, especially on the population that we had, the new capital city is awesome. The new capital city in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms is amazing. It's got portals. It's got, the only thing it needs is an auction house. It really does. Not an engineer auction house, a real person auction house, because it's stupid having to use your hearth and then port over to Stormwind and then have to fly to Shadowpan and then fly back to the Vale of Eternal. Like, it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Like, they really should just put an auction house in or put a portal back to your city if you've unlocked the city. Like, if you're level 90, you should have a portal. Flying, I finally am able to fly now as well. You don't get to fly until level 90. Let me tell you something about Pandaria. These zones are massive. Absolutely massive. I've never seen zones this huge, this in-depth. Blizzard did an absolutely phenomenal job on the zones, on all the leveling, on everything else. I mean, really just an absolute phenomenal job. I couldn't say enough about it. It was everything. There was a lot of fun quests. The lore was actually pretty decent from what I actually paid attention to. The cutscenes were not so close to each other that it was like Star Wars annoying, but it was nice to, you know, every once in a while you take a break and see something cool that happened. Just a very cool, smooth experience. A lot of fun stuff to do. And all the dailies are really cool. I don't know how I'm going to like it for all my alts. That's the only thing that scares me, is Blizzard knows that their game has tons of alts now. I don't think there's really anybody who plays that doesn't have at least 2 85s, realistically. So that's the one thing I'm worried about, is with all the reputation and everything else. But it's going to be a grind. That's what Blizzard wants. That's what we all want, because we don't want to stop playing soon. We're excited for Tuesday for when the raids release. It doesn't look like our group's going to be anywhere near ready to raid on Tuesday. It just doesn't. Our one tank, I don't even think's been on yet. Our other tank's like just hitting 87. Most of our players are 86 or 87. You know, I think there's 4 people from our raid team, the 3 of us, and then one other guy who are level 90 already, and that's pretty much it in the guild. Like, there was 4 last night when I went to bed, and that was all of us dinging, and then there was 4 when I woke up, you know, this morning and got all that stuff going. But I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what was going on, kind of update you, kind of tell you my experience so far, leveling in Miss. It's been really great. I can't wait to get in the dungeons. They seem like a lot of fun. I'm actually having fun. It's not DS grinding, so I'm happy. But yeah, guys, like I said, those dungeon videos will be coming soon. Maybe even some raid videos next week if I can find a pug. But I'm looking forward to seeing Miss, guys, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys these videos. I think it's going to be really cool. See you in the game. Again, Nash1240 is my battle tag. Come hang out with us. Add me on battle tag if you want. We're getting a pretty cool community going. I got a lot of really cool responses from you guys, so thank you for that. Make sure you like and subscribe below. See you in the Miss.